Welcome back, viewers. Our focus remains on the crisis that's unfolding in Syria. Unconfirmed information is being circulated about the sudden descent of the plane that was reportedly carrying Assad after it disappeared from the radar, and it cannot be traced right now, as dropped from suddenly an altitude of 3,650 meters to 1,070 meters in a few minutes just outside the Lebanese airspace north of Akkar. Third flight radar data on the plane suspected of carrying Bashar al-Assad indicates that it went crashing. Now, in fact, the Syrian Air il-76 aircraft's altitude dropped suddenly, and it seems it was shot down. As you can see, viewers, the picture of the flight tracker, which gives the indication that there was no trace of the tracker and the aircraft, which was flying at an altitude of 6,400 and then suddenly began to drop to 1,000 meters, and it went untraceable after that. All right, viewers, now in fact, this is the picture that you are witnessing right now, that you are on your screens, given at this point of time that the plane had disappeared from the radar. All right. Group Captain UK Devnath joins me live on the broadcast. Sir, thank you for speaking to us and appreciate you giving us your time. What exactly is now at the very height of unprecedented events happening in Syria as Assad flees, the plane goes missing and much more, given at this point of time the latest, even the plane in which he was traveling has went missing?
Yes, Simran, very rapid and fast change of events taking place in Syria in last few hours. As you have already reported, Bashar al-Assad was probably trying to escape from Damascus in il-76 aircraft of Syrian Air Force. And it has been probably shot down over the skies by someone. Now, this someone who can shoot down an aircraft like this, either they are the fighters or terrorists of HTS or Free Syrian Army, but it is not known whether they really have any anti-aircraft system like that. So I can only guess that probably it was Israeli Air Force which was tracking his aircraft from takeoff onward, and Israeli Air Force probably intercepted him and shot him down. It remains to be seen whether Israel owns up for this. Another eventuality is that this aircraft on its own, due to some mechanical error or some pilot error, crashed. But il-76 is a 4-engined aircraft. It's a massive and reliable aircraft on its own. It cannot crash. It can fly even if 2 engine or 3 engines out of 4 quit working. Reports will come very soon. We have to know that Mossad was tracking position of Bashar al-Assad within Damascus very closely for last few days. He is in which building, he is in which office, he is in which street, so that Mossad wanted to build up a picture whether he is taking shelter in Damascus Army Cantonment or Damascus Air Force Base. My personal assessment is that in case he was trying to escape by an il-76, then probably his advisors did not advise him correctly, because entire area is in the shadow of Israel radars, whether they are air-to-air radars or they are ground-based Israeli radars. So if he was trying to escape by il-76, then probably it was a miscalculation on his part. Israel will never let a golden opportunity like this to pass by. Yes, Simran?
Yes. Well, absolutely, sir. In fact, there is uncertainty and there is, in fact, fear at the ground as well. The breaking developments that we are tracking at a fast speed is that, in fact, at Damascus airport, the footage has captured a scene of complete chaos. And this is, in fact, also being sensed from at most cities which have, in fact, been under the control of the rebels, as staff and security personnel have vanished, leaving travelers in a state of panic. How do you view this sudden change of the cities and the public places breaking out in a state of panic and fear, given the recent developments on in fact, the threat to the regime of Syria?
Simran, like many countries, Syria also consists of people belonging to many different religion, different sects, Shia, Sunnis, and others. Now, Bashar al-Assad and the area around Damascus, that is southern western part of Syria, which is with Lebanon, is primarily a Shia-dominated area. Now, this HTS or Free Syrian Army and its associated fighter groups, they mostly consist of extreme Sunnis. If we remember, Simran, 2012, 2011, there used to be ISIS, there used to be Al Qaeda with extreme jihadi views, extreme interpretation of Sharia laws. These people were defeated by Western powers, by USA, but they subsequently merged in the background, made what is called Al Nusrat ground, and shadows of Al Nusrat finally developed into HTS. So these people are very, very violent Sunnis. Now, I only pray that these groups, when they take charge of Damascus, they leave the ordinary citizen on ground unharmed and probably under various international laws or rule-based civilized world. They do not harm the families of Syrian government officials, Syrian defense forces officers, yeah, or Syrian police officials. It has to be seen that STS, when it takes control of Damascus, has to finally make some kind of a goodwill gesture towards local population, so that local populations remain happy, peaceful, and psychologically accept a new ruling junta by STS. Now, these new rulers in Damascus, they will definitely will be a little hostile towards Shia population, because you see, Kurd fighters are also were fighting for last 20 years for independence of Kurdistan from Bashar al-Assad government. Now, these Kurd fighters also may join finally this HTS fighters in establishing a rule over Syria. It is only hope that under some kind of a pressure from USA and probably Turkey, who have supported these groups with arms, ammunition, and other logistic support, that USA and Turkey will keep some kind of a discipline over these groups and control them, so as to ensure that there is no mass killing of opponents. Bashar al-Assad, the government officials, police, or army officials. Yes.
All right. In fact, Group Captain